limit as y goes to 2 of y cubed minus 8 over 2y squared plus y minus 10. The first thing we're going to do is try plugging a 2 in for each of the y's. In the numerator will be 2 cubed minus 8, in the denominator 2 times 2 squared plus 2 minus 10. In the numerator 2 cubed is 8 minus an 8. In the denominator 2 squared is 4 times another 2 is an 8 plus 2 minus 10. In the numerator 8 minus 8 is 0, and the denominator 8 plus 2 is 10 minus 10 is also a 0. And we have the 0 over 0 indeterminate form. We're going to need to rework this since these are power functions. We will try the factoring cancel method. In the numerator we have a difference of cubes. It's actually a y cubed minus, and that 8 can be thought of as 2 cubed. The way this works, you put what's being cubed here and here, then you square the first one, you square the second one, and there's also a middle term, which is the first and the second multiplying each other. It will look like that. This is always a plus here, guaranteed, and now you just make a decision of what sign goes here. And, well, it matches that one, and then this one will end up being opposite. So that'll be a plus there. And that's how you factor a sum or difference of cubes. In the denominator we have a trinomial quadratic. It's going to factor into a 2y and a y. We need two numbers that multiply to be a negative 10, but add after one of them is multiplied by a 2 to be a positive 1. So one option is two numbers that multiply to be a negative 10. We can have a 10 and a 1, perhaps. But I don't believe that's going to add to be a 1. We can try a 2 and a 5. That looks like that may work out if we pair it off properly. It looks like we need to be a negative 2 here and a positive 5 here so that we have a positive 5y and a negative 4y. And you can see the 0 over 0 is being made by the y minus 2 factor, which can now cancel out. Leaving us with y squared plus 2y plus 4 over 2y plus 5. We can now try plugging the 2 in for all of the y's. In the numerator, 2 squared is 4. 2 times 2 is 4. Plus another 4. In the denominator, 2 times 2 is 4. Plus 5. 4 plus 4 plus 4 is a 12 over 4 plus 5 is a 9. These can reduce by a common factor of a 3, and it becomes 4 over 3.